Cindy, no. Don't mouth me. Hey. No. Ah. Ah. No. Don't touch the light. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing Cress by Marissa Meyer. So this is the third book in a series, so if you don't want spoilers from the previous two books, I suggest not watching this review. I mean, there's not going to be any spoilers to this book, but because this is the third book, there's going to be spoilers to the first and second book. So I would suggest leaving this review until you've read the first two books, or if you don't care about being spoiled, then you can stay. If you don't want to be spoiled on the first two books, I would not suggest watching the rest of this review because we are talking about the third book in a series. This is the third installment to the Lunar Chronicles. Cinder and Captain Carswell Thorne are wanted fugitives on the run, and now Scarlet and Wolf are their partners in crime. The four of them are planning to overthrow Queen Levana and her army. Cress is a shell who lives on a satellite and works for Queen Levana, and her latest task is to track down Cinder and her friends. When the crew tries to rescue Cress, things go astray and they all get separated. Cress is finally free of the satellite that she's been trapped in for so many years, and now she's on Earth. She is now considered part of the group. Levana will let nothing get in the way of her marriage with Prince Kai. Cress, Cinder, and Scarlet may not have signed up to save the world, but they're the only hope the world has. So, okay, this is the Novel Bunches book of the month, and must I say that I absolutely adored this book. And I don't know how to express all my feelings on it without giving away spoilers. So if you have read this book already and you're just here to watch a review of a book you've already read, then there is a live show link down below, because we actually just finished wrapping up the live show for Cress. We held it on Whitney's channel, Whitney Novels, and me, her, Gwen, and Mads, Gwen from Gwendolyn Burke and Mads from Madly Books, actually discussed this in depth and kind of got off topic, but there is a live show link in the doobly-doo that you can go watch if you're up for watching 2 hours of discussing this book with spoilers, complete spoilers, okay? But this is a non-spoilery review. I have to say that this is the best one I've read yet, and it has got me so pumped for winter, not the season, but the book Winter by Marissa Meyer. I am currently reading Fairest, and I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it because I'm not a big fan of Levana, obviously, because that's the villain, and I'm not sure how I'm feeling about Fairest. This one, however, I absolutely adored, and it is definitely my favorite out of the three that are out so far. So, my main point about this book is Thorne, okay? He is my favorite main male character. It used to be Wolf, and I guess that's kind of impartial because it used to be Kai when I read Cinder, but it's like every time I read a new Marissa Meyer book in this series, I fall in love with that character even more than the last main male character. And I mean, I still have a really big soft spot for Kai and Wolf, but just there's something about Thorne that is my favorite, and I can't even put my thoughts into words on how much I love him. He's just so confident, and I mean, yes, he's blind, but he treats Cress, and I don't know, the feels, I get the feels with Thorne, okay? I just do. Once again, I absolutely loved going into the world of the Lunars. I love that we actually got to see it based sometimes in space on the ship, and then they went back to Earth, and it was just really, really good. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It was just really, really good. I don't know how else to say how much I love this book other than how good it was, because I don't want to give you spoilers if you haven't read it. But, I mean, there's just so much to this world. It's so different. It's a fairy tale retelling, and yet the characters are so unique to themselves, and everything combined. Who would even think to put cyborgs and science fiction with fairy tales and modern retellings of it? Like, completely different retellings, but like at the same time you can see all the similarities to the actual like copies that are in Grimm's. Oh god, you can see, ow, you can actually see like the copy, like you can see where she got like the ideas from the fairy tales. I will admit I was a little bit about Cress in the beginning because she seemed like she was going to be so small and feeble throughout the whole thing, and she wasn't going to like grow as a character. For some reason she just seemed like that to me. But once they saved her from the satellite and she finally got to Earth and she realized she had to fight, she came into her own character and she just grew into this thing where, yes, she might be naive because, yes, she's been alone for God knows how long on that satellite. Yes, she's been alone on that satellite for so long that she doesn't know how to judge things properly. So yes, she's a bit naive into believing everything that she hears, sort of thing. But she's still strong and she's still willing to like learn how to fight like Cinder and Scarlet did. That's the thing I love most about Marissa Meyer's characters, is that you can see each character start from something so small and grow into something so much more than what they were. And you can see the little changes, you can see the big changes, and the little changes actually make them better, if that makes sense. You know how you start out with a character who doesn't really know much of anything, and then they're forced into something that they have to gradually grow and they have to change to be able to survive. That's what Cress is. She's one of those people that she was forced to change, but the change made her a better person. And that's what I love about, I love Marissa Meyer's writing, but that's what I love about the Lunar Chronicles series, is that all of the characters somehow do that or have to do that. And I love it. So I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. It's my favorite of the series. It got a 5 out of 5 because I am so excited for winter now because I read it. I am so glad that I got to read it with the Novel Bunch, and I am so glad we got to do a live show because that was so much fun, and I highly suggest going to watch that if you have read Cress and or if you're unopposed to getting spoiled by all of the stuff that happens in that book, then go watch the live show because it's so much fun. We got off topic a few times, but we did talk a lot about the book, and a lot of good questions came up, and a lot of questions came from us, the people that were hosting the live show, not just the people that were watching the live show. So I'll say it again, I highly recommend going to watch that because I know I'm going to go back and rewatch everything that we said because I just had so much fun, and I can't wait to do more with the Novel Bunch because that is like what I've always wanted from the group, is to be able to do this kind of thing and have so much fun with it. So if you have any suggestions, we're actually looking for a book to read in April. We're not going to read any in March because we're all just going to read our own books, but April is coming up and we've decided to do it like every other month we'll read a book with the Novel Bunch. So we read Cress this month, we need a book for April. So if you have any suggestions, comment those down below or leave them in the group. There will be a link to the group down below if you want to join. Once again, the live show link will be down there, and I hope that you guys enjoyed reading Cress with us. If you did read Cress with us, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that we can do more like this in the future, and there will be a review up for Fairest as soon as I finished it, and there will be a review up for Winter when it comes out, and I finished that too. So with that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!